and try to regroup. And oh boy,
Oof.
that is about the worst circle you could have asked for in this one.
It really is. As we now check on Ace on Titans, and that is going to be it for their game number 2. They go out in 15th place, and they've got a little spot here, but they could have GEXA coming breathing down their necks here very shortly.
Because of the split that we had from our Razak team, gonna need my help with the name here for a second. Victim Rise, that's it. Victim Rise. Victim Rise, because of the split they took in Razak, they actually, oh yeah, there goes GC down and dusted. Sadie's, like you were talking about, they've got that compound on the southern edge, so everybody on the south that isn't Divine or Sadie's is going to have a literal uphill battle in front of them. AHQ, I think at this point it's time for AHQ to regroup. They just got 7 knocked to this incredibly aggressive Ace team. Ace just smells blood in the water, and they're just going to go for it, but it looks like SR is going to start making his way up. As you can see, PMA's Jervis is trying to just sneak in somehow, some way.
He might actually do it too, because Game Home now more concerned about getting into the circle. They're not looking at their eastern edge here. Meanwhile, our last player from Archangel Predator trying to make a swim across, and it looks like he's going to go down. So that is it for them. Unfortunate, as we see GEXA 7 kills already. Full attention turned over onto AHQ. But SR has a really nice flank coming here. You can see just on your mini map, he's got a compound to work with, but the angles, can he find them?
Maybe. Now, good job by AHQ here to kind of adapt to the situation, regroup. The 7 is dead to rights. I don't think they're going to be able to get to him. Ace is doing a good job watching it. Down on the southern side, Victim Rise is kind of pinned down by Divine on their north. Han Boya, he's going to get taken down by the circle, as him and Escaliza just could not find anywhere. They tried to keep wrapping around the edge or on the eastern edge of the circle. Jervis is going to find himself a kill. He's going to get Dion. The sneaky snake bites. And that's going to be it for Game Home.
Good stuff coming out on the solo player from PMA. He's going to stay alive a little bit longer here as he does make it with his way into the circle. Esquilisa going to try to send a few shots over towards Victim Rise, but that's going to be him going down to the blue. And that's going to be Myth going out in 8th place, as Victim Rise has now earned themselves the southeastern part of the circle. Meanwhile, AHQ have rebounded, reconnected here, and it is full-on warfare here with GEXA.
Good Lord, they just bombed on top of this compound. Yelly's going to get knocked outside of the fence. So I'm not sure. GEXA is going to have to make a pretty good push to get inside of there. Not exactly clear how much utility, never mind. That is going to be a bunch of damage to GEXA. There's only one person left standing, if I'm not correct. Luxlock's going to get taken down. Yelly knocked. This is a nice defense from HQ. I think this is GEXA got a little overconfident here.
Huge play by Dagger to spot out the flank coming from a crit there. That could have been devastating. But Dagger, eyes on a swivel. Make sure he spots him out. He's going to flush him out as well. And yeah, BDM Life now the only player left up for GEXA. But all things considered, they've made it to the top 8. They've got a nice little stack of kills for themselves. We'll have to see if Life can maybe wrangle out a few more placement points for the boys. But good round. Just ran into a wrecking ball there in AHQ. It looks like AHQ maybe got the compound first here as we check on Divine. Still 4 strong. Holding down the outside of the circle. They want to see if they can maybe flush out the rest of Victim Rise here before they make their way in. And Jervis, our solo, gets spotted out.
Oh yeah, Victim Rise. Ooh, there's a lot of smoke there. A vehicle comes flying across, blazing a trail, giving them a little bit more cover, but it's not enough for Chibrit. Alio doing a really good job on top of this house, using the roof to get all the angles available, just spraying into the smoke now, knowing that somebody's in there. Oh, poked out for just too long. So Genfoss goes down, as does Victim Rise.
I mean, Victim Rise had a good little setup there. They had an absolute mountain of smokes to use, but Alio from the top of that, from those rooftops, was able to spot them out, knock them down before they could make use of it. And Divine lose 1 in the process, but they still have 3 up on this eastern edge. Meanwhile, Sadie's still 4 strong, grouped together here on the southern edge. I guess they may be lacking a little bit of information. They've been holding the compound, watching to their south for so long. They don't really know what's going on to their north, so don't want to spread out too wide. They're just going to try to see if they can maybe spot out Divine here.
I thought they might have gone. I think they were thinking about going for the third party on top of Divine, but that fight ended pretty quick, and I think that caused them to back off. They didn't see any members of Divine get knocked or anything like that either. So I think they're a little unsure of exactly how that situation would play out, and they don't want to, risk being over aggressive. I mean, this is a pretty aggressive lobby so far. Seeing a lot of third parties, a lot of teams going for kills that they feel confident they can get. And for now, though, Sadies, I think wisely they're going to hold up, keep their 4-man going, and try to win this one out in the late game.
Yeah, see where this next circle will take them. As looks like BA next might spot out Life here. M0 right on top of him. You can see they're going to spot him, and yep, that's going to be Life going down. Gex Ace going out in 5th, but quite a few more placement points picked up for the Gex squad from the solo heroics from Life. And Sadie's new circle pops. Looks like they're going to elect to try to make a push to the west. They are getting some long-range fire sent their way towards Divine, but nothing yet from Battle Arena next, as Savior is holding the anchor position. Bites to try to send something over the top.
Yeah, Bites trying to find an angle through the window of that Dacia so far. Not much doing, as now we're seeing a lot of smokes coming down. The nice thing for Sadies, they've been kind of resting for a little bit. They haven't been engaged in too many battles compared to a lot of these other teams, so utility should be there for them in theory, as Battle Arena Next does have the high ground advantage a little bit. The problem for Next is if they have to push much further forward, they actually get in the firing lines of Divine. But Divine is now in a battle with AHQ. Turtle's going to get knocked by SR. Alio trying to get up and over. He gets a little bit of damage now. He's taken a bunch himself, but they are able to push up to the wall.
He almost got the better of SR there. And now Nicky's going to go down to Dagger. Good flanks coming in from Dagger here as he is holding down the squad. SR going to drop the smoke bomb. Or I'm not sure if that was SR or if that was Divine that dropped the smoke, but Leo now finding himself all by himself as SR and Dagger, the duo, trying to work every single angle here. They want to make sure that they clear him out, and they would have complete control over the north side here. As looks like Sadie's actually wipes out BA next, but not without some damage here, but they should get the res, and yet Sadie's now up to 4, so they're going to be sweeping up here to clean up whatever's left after this fight.
Yep, that's wise by Sadie's, although I say that, and AHQ has done a fantastic job holding this compound against 2 different teams. Now Gex Ace first, now Divine. Looks like they should be able to find this last one. Yep, Alio was in the middle of his getting up animation, not able to do much from there, so SR is going to pick up another kill. 9 kills here for AHQ. It just shows you how good of a player SR is.
9 kills already on the board. Now let's see what the duo could do against the 4-man squad of Sadies. You can see where the circle is. They're going to have to leave that compound here shortly. There's just a little bit of the fence line still in, I think. But most likely AHQ going to try to wrap around this from the north side, use that high ground. The question is, can KJ and UKL spot them out before they make it up there? Arbiter going to come and join them as well. Yuri looks like he's just wrapping around the south side, making sure there are no more solo snakes to be found. I think they realize that their duo is inside this compound here, though, and Sadie's putting themselves in position to strike.
Yeah, the real question for me right now is how fast is Sadie's going to be able to end this? Are they going to, do they have the frags? Look at that. They have plenty of utility, like we were talking about. They haven't had to use much. They just need to get some frags up and over that wall, potentially, and that's AHQ down and dusted. Because, like you said, yeah, there might be a sliver of this fence that's still in for AHQ to utilize, but there's just nothing over there. There's that broken down car that is undrivable. Maybe Yuri's just gonna wait, try to go for the headshot, just missing it with the M24. Doesn't matter.
KJ gonna find it though.
You got it. Now it's just 1 for AHQ.
Dagger gonna hang out inside the building. It's a possibility that they may be able to get the res here onto SR if that little bit of wall is still in. I don't think so though, as Yuri says, no, we don't want to take the chance of this. We want to just push this and make sure we flush them out. They're going to get out SR here, as Dagger is slowly going to manage to stay alive a little bit longer in the smoke for now, as Yuri's going to find no Arbiter's going to be the one to do it. And that's Sadie's coming in first place with the 8K.